Oh yes! The lead strikes again. Alright, what a deal. Yeah, buddy. And again, streak glow spoons is what seems to be working early. About typical of what we've been seeing so far.
I think one of the things about salmon fishing that's important to mention is it really is a good idea to get an early start. For all kinds of fishing, I think most people realize that fish bite better early in the day and late in the day, but salmon fishing, it's critical. If you're not setting lines before the sun actually breaks above the horizon, you're probably going to struggle out there. You really do need to get out super early and be fishing 30 minutes before the sun comes up, and then that first 30 minutes after the sun comes up is going to be good as well. During the brighter part of the day, you're probably not going to do as well on salmon. You really want to be out there early.
You know, for as big as this king looks, this is actually only an average fish. This could be a 2-year-old fish, it might be a 3-year-old fish. Probably in that, 12, 13 pound class. There's been just tons of these being caught this year, and a lot of bigger fish too. A lot of fish pushing right up to 20 pounds and above. King salmon like this, they pull like a freight train. You gotta get a chance to catch some of these. They're wonderful fish, great on the table, and nothing pulls harder in fresh water. Well, over my shoulder you can see the shoreline. We're not very far offshore. We're probably not even 2 miles, maybe only 1.5 miles offshore. We're experiencing something really kind of unique and special that I want to talk about. It's the middle of August, and at this time of year, normally you gotta go way offshore to catch these salmon. 5 miles, 10 miles, sometimes 15 miles offshore to catch these fish. Well, what we had here earlier in the week was 3 solid days of hard west wind. And what it did is it pushed all the cold water from the middle of Lake Michigan right up here on the shoreline. Just a couple of days ago, it was 47-degree water on the surface on the shoreline. Now that's very cold, and the salmon follow that cold water right into the shore. Now a couple days down the road, it's 55 degrees, but that's still ideal conditions for catching salmon. Anywhere from the high 40s to the mid 50s is what you're looking for in water temperature. When you find that on the surface, you're going to find kings there too. The other thing is that all the alewives have gotten pushed into the bank here, and there's been lots of bait. The salmon have been having a heyday feeding on the alewives in here. So that's the reason why we're so close to shore at this time of year.